Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this GVM video light. GVM means Great Video Maker. Here we have the instruction manual, and that's the whole set which you get for $127 at the moment on Amazon. It's a pretty cheap set, probably one of the cheapest, maybe not one of the very cheapest, but I think it's a good price if you need two lights, I mean a whole set. And for me it's actually very important to have two lights. With one light it's usually very difficult to have good images or good videos, so usually you want to have two lights. And here we get the whole set. I mean it includes everything. It has two nice stands here, and we get two lights, and you can even use the app to control this thing, so you don't have to walk a lot or run around like crazy. So by the way, here we have the manual. I'm going to show you that pretty quickly. It's a little bit difficult probably to see that in detail. So like in all of my videos, I'm trying to show you the full manual as ever possible, and just make sure you go on the highest resolution, like usually 1080p, and put it on pause on every page so you have enough time to read. And if you don't need that, just skip 1 or 2 minutes. So that's it. I think everything is in English. Let's start with the first 2 pages, and then here the next pages, and also the one with the app QR code, and then the next, I mean it's actually just 2 sides, so we are almost done already, just a little bit more here, and then already the last page, or actually the front page here. So that's actually it. I mean, I haven't been reading everything. I'm just doing the unboxing now first, and then I'm going to recharge it and then read the manual. And I mean, during the charge I can read the manual, and then I'm going to show you how this works. So we get a lot. I mean, even this transportation bag here, nice, you can put the light in, and then some certification, and then probably the battery, rechargeable battery here. So that's important. Quite large one. So I have it here for you. That's a really interesting construction. There's no USB to charge. There's just this plug here which you switch to the side and then plug it into a normal outlet. I mean, that's not the charge. I mean, there's a charger, of course. That's not the battery, of course. And here we have the light. You can use this as a filter. I guess you can remove this. There's probably a protection on top of that. Definitely there's this film here. Maybe same thing on the other side. So there's the also protection on the other side. So if it comes too scratched, you think, okay, it looks bad. No, it's probably just the protection. So we put it back here. I mean, it's not a really high-tech solution to have this. I have seen already other things, but we have to consider the price. I mean, there are some of these things which look super fancy, have a large display and buttons and so on. But this is actually just what it's needed. I mean, you want to have the intensity and like something to dim and something to control the color temperature. That's actually just what you want. And I think we can also see the battery charge level. So it also comes with this shoe here, which you can mount on a camera if you like, and here the normal, like standard tripod mount, as you can see. It's not focusing here, but I guess you get the point here. That's the same thing, so you can use it on your camera or on the tripod or your own tripod. And I guess here that's the battery which you have to put into this charger. So it looks like, I mean, we get 2 of these we get two of these lights, so there's probably exactly same thing in here, so we get like two chargers, like not just one for the whole set, but like two. We have everything here as well, like the battery and the mount here, battery, charger, everything, same thing here. So it's pretty cool that we can charge everything at the same time. And yeah, I'm going to charge and read everything, and then we go from there. So I have both chargers here ready. You can see it easily works from both sides. I mean, what you have to be aware of, the battery is a little bit longer than the charger, so you cannot just put one here and one here. It doesn't work. There's not enough space in between, but on both sides here it works pretty well. I have to find the right spot here, and you can see the red light from charging, and I guess same thing here. So I put it down and both sides are charging, but you can see it's a little bit longer than the charger, so you cannot put the other one here. But we let it charge now and see. So the batteries were almost fully charged after about half an hour or so, but probably they were already charged a lot before, so, and they are now at around 90%. So it's pretty easy to add them. It's just like this. Here you can see the details again. 7.2 volts. Looks like there are two lithium-ion cells inside. So we just push it from the left side and in. There is no like snap in or so, which is make sure that is really secure. But it has a really firm hold. I'm not fearing that it will drop, but there's no release mechanism or so. You just push as hard as you can, more or less, till you don't see any gap anymore, and then that's here. So on the back side there's also a cover. Here I have it already removed. Here I still have to do it. I have been comparing these two things, and on one side there's a little bit of a difference. I mean, not much. Here on this side, this bracket here is a little bit smaller, so you can push down the thing to dim the light a little bit, or let's say it makes it a little bit comfortable when you are the subject of the picture. And then you have to look, I mean, it's highly advised not to look directly into the thing, especially when it's on 100%. It's way too bright. But anyway, you are maybe looking in a similar direction, and then it's more comfortable with this thing. So make sure you have it secure. So here the bracket is a little bit smaller, so it doesn't fall out. I mean, there are no brackets on top, just here, but they are really firm here. Not so much with this one. You can see, I mean, I have it here with these 4 brackets, and then I push it down, that they should be have a hold with 2 additional brackets, but doesn't happen. When I have it like this, I can easily shake it out. So you have to be careful when we transport these things. It can easily fall out and be destroyed. I mean, you could probably still use it, but it's not the same thing anymore. It's a little bit disappointing. So we don't have any secure lock mechanism here. So I turn it around. So apart from that, it's I mean, it's meant to be the same thing. So we just push here short, and they turn on where they were before. So when you have them down, like to test, make sure you have it on the lowest setting, otherwise they will heat up. I mean, in general, it is highly recommended not to protect this thing here too much, so you have to be careful. If you want to test that, just do it with 5%, so it's easy here. And the good thing is it's pretty simple to operate them. Here I have them on 5%, 3200 Kelvin, so that's the lowest. I cannot go any lower. See the difference? I go on the highest setting here, 5600. Turn off the light a little bit. So you can see most of the light is now coming from here, and you can see the difference. Yeah, it's, of course, I mean, with the camera it's always a little bit difficult to see, but now I think you should be able to see the difference. I think it's more or less accurate. I've been comparing it with my other light which I have, and it's I would say in a similar range. I have no clue which one is correct. There's a little bit of a difference compared to the V light which I have. I'm going to show you that anyway as a comparison later on. So yeah, because the thing is, it's in a very similar price range, and I think it's also very similar regarding the power. So here we are with the manual settings. I mean, we can change a lot here. On the left side, this button you can't push, it is just as it is, and yeah, you can't do anything. You just switch the light. I mean, you can turn it off fully here, but you can turn off the light also here, but then you still have the display. The display is not touch or nothing. I mean, by the way, there are at least two different versions of this light, and they are a little bit different, but I think at the end there's no much different. They have a little bit different buttons and so on. So I think this is the RGB. There's another one which is not called RGB, but this is the RGB, I'm pretty sure. So when I push here, I can change the color totally. I mean, I have to turn it on, of course. I mean, we can make it blue and red, and usually I don't know why it's not happening now. Okay, it's somehow, that's strange. It looks like you have to be on a higher light volume. When you are down at 5% or so, you can't change anything, not the saturation, not the color, nothing. You have to go higher. Like now I go to 50%, and only now you can see I go to this color, and now you can see I can, with the saturation, I can do a little bit, but I think I have to go probably on the 100% saturation, and only then I can change this. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to find out, but looks like really I have to be on 100% saturation, and then I can really change this. I mean, that's not the Kelvin, but that's really the real color. I mean, into blue and red and everything, green and yellow, all the crazy changes, full red and purple and all the other colors. So I think when I change this back, the saturation, then it's not doing this. Yeah, so maybe you're an expert on that. The Kelvin I can change anyway, that's no problem. But with the UE, the real light change, the color change, we have to be on 100% saturation. Okay, at least I've learned something as well. But you can see I can change everything really good from here. It just takes a little bit, a lot. For my taste, it is a little bit too much of turning knobs. I mean, this could be a little bit easier, faster. I mean, I would like to go from low to high on just one turn, something like that. I don't like when I have to rotate this for hours. But anyway, you can see it works. I turned the thing down because I don't want to overheat this thing here, so we are on a similar value, at least 5% on both sides. So you can see now what you can do. There's not much. I mean, on the side I've seen there's a direct power input. I think that's 12 volts. I'm not sure, I can't see that at the moment, but I think I've seen that in the description that it's called 12 volt, but there is no adapter for that. At least I don't see that. I mean, here we have the power adapter, but there's no cable from here. I mean, also no plug here. There's also no cable here in the box which you could use to directly power into here. You would probably have to buy something else. but that's it at the device. So yeah, it's okay, I would say. If you want to go with maximum function and lowest quality, but still something which works, yeah, maybe that's something for you. Now I'm going to show you the app. Yeah, and the app is something which I actually don't really like. Here we have it downloaded. By the way, I've been trying with the QR code. So here we have the QR code. No matter if I tried here or here, it didn't do anything. Maybe a problem with my camera, I don't know. It didn't do anything. So I went to Play Store and was searching for GVM, and it found it right away. I downloaded it. By the way, it has really bad reviews. I think 90% of the people give 1-star reviews. So, but it works. I mean, I have to be fair on that. It really works. Now it says connecting. When they are turned on, they have automatically their Wi-Fi set up. In the description somewhere it says you can reset this thing here. I think that's it said when you push for a couple of seconds here. Yeah, this is here. It says that's the RGB 10S. So obviously I have the RGB 10S, and we can push. This is the button here. I hope you can see, or this one here. So we push down and we go from brightness to hue to color saturation to color temperature to Wi-Fi password reset. Long press the right wheel about 3 seconds to reset the Wi-Fi password to factory settings, and the factory setting is here. The Wi-Fi is called GVM _LED. I mean, that's displayed, that's not hidden. You can search for that in your normal Wi-Fi settings or through the app. And the password is GVM admin. That's really important. You have to know that. Apart from that, you won't be able to connect or change anything. This is really important. So, and the first time, when you turn both on at the same time, only one of these Wi-Fi things, networks will be displayed, because they have the same name. So it cannot distinguish between them. So you just connect with this credentials here, and then you go. Here's the setting here on top. You go, and usually that worked. You go to by the way, here switch device. Here we have the single double color. You can't see that. When we go to device, switch device, we have to select, when you set the thing up with a username, password and so on, you have to select single double color temperature light, but you can switch it later on, but it is this one here. So anyway, now trying to do that, we have to go settings and then switch Wi-Fi. So this is how you select these devices. So here we have the Wi-Fi, and I've already changed that. I'm going to show you that later on. So here we have GVM 1 and 2 now, and depending on where I connect, I can change the light either here or here. So I'm going to the 1 here, and you see it says connected, no internet. That's okay. So usually the phone will ask you if this is okay, then say keep, don't switch back. So it's okay. So then let's go back. Now you are connected, and now we can do everything from here, as you can see. It takes a little bit, but you can see. So obviously we are connected to this one, and to get connected to the other one, we would have to really go to settings and switch Wi-Fi. It takes a bit. Go to the number 2, and we are connected. We are going back and here, and so we can change that here. So this is how long it takes to switch. It's a little bit annoying that we cannot be connected to both devices, so it would be nice to have like if they connect to each other, and then we can connect to one and then have control of both. So it looks like this thing here underneath, this is not doing anything. If you find something, just let me know. I haven't found anything. So for me it looks like just we can only change the brightness here. and not even the color temperature. I don't know, maybe we can do something. I haven't found out. I really haven't found out just the brightness here. So you can see, yeah, now it is reverted somehow. Yeah, now it's back. So it's a little bit weird. And yeah, after you connect, if you want to have this possibility to control both by Wi-Fi, you have to go, connect to the first Wi-Fi and then go back to the Wi-Fi settings and then go to modify Wi-Fi here. So, and you set another name, like I have done like GVM1, and you set the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 or something like that, very easy. You set this here and press confirm, and then it will be stored here on the device, and then you can connect to the other one with the original password and then also do the switch. It's yeah, a little bit confusing. I mean, it's not super difficult, a little bit stuck here. So yeah, I mean, it definitely works, but it's very confusing, it's annoying, it's difficult for me. Yeah, it's probably not the way to go. If I keep them, I will just do this thing here. And I mean, this is what I need. I mean, I'm not a professional, I'm just basic user, and what I need to change is the intensity and the color temperature, and I have two buttons here, turn on, turn off. That's actually everything I need, and the tripod mount, and we get the tripods, and yeah, we get actually everything. I'm just a little bit worried about this plate here at the front, which is moving really super easily. That's not so good. So for me, these are good options. Also for travel, I think you can definitely take them with you as an alternate solution. Yeah, maybe this is also something for you. The V-Light or V-Light, that's much smaller. I mean, you can see that this is way smaller than these two things here, and it's almost as powerful. I've been trying to use that, and like here in the garage and wherever yeah, I have been, this, you can see it's super powerful as well, and it's a little bit more complicated to use, but you have much more options here, and it's more like digital. You can see, you can change the brightness, and you can change then the color temperature as well. It's a little bit more difficult, but it has also much more options. You can even use that as an emergency light, and yeah, crazy stuff. It's a little bit more sophisticated, definitely, but yeah, it's a good thing. So I think for, if you want to use that for travel, if you want to be like yeah, travel around, if you don't if you're not planning to use that just at home, then maybe this is a better option, because it's so small. You can put this just in your pocket and have almost same light output as with these ones. And yeah, if you buy two of these, you have to buy like two tripods, and maybe you have also already tripods. I mean, two of these are same price as these two together with the tripod, so you can see there's not much difference. But here we don't have like a remote control, but for me the remote control, I'm not going to use that. I'm pretty sure I will never use that. But so that's the end of the video. Actually, I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with that. And anyway, I will put down the links to this set and also to the V-Light down into the description, so you can check it out, get more details, maybe order it right from there if you like it. If you have any questions or comments or whatever you have, maybe you have found something else, something better, maybe cheaper, maybe better in the same price range, it would be really interesting to learn from you. Whatever you have, put it down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.